welcome. This is the SCL Season 23 Indianapolis 500 Time Trials. This is our 11th running of the greatest spectacle in racing. We have obviously 16 spots available. I'm going to give you guys the rundown here tonight. The top 10 times from tonight's time trials are going to be locked in to next Friday's Indianapolis 500. That's the top 10 times. Those that do not make it, we will then go to the provisionals, and there will be a minimum of at least one time coming through on bump day qualifying on race day. That's at 6 p.m. Eastern. The Indy 500 start is 7 p.m. Eastern later on that night. So if you don't make the top 10 tonight, you still have another shot if you don't have a provisional to get in next week. Okay, no, Wanma, you're good. Well, I'll have to wait. All right, anyhow, we have a 2-hour session for tonight's time trials to set those top 10 times. We have you in a queue based on your point standings and then your entry if you were an at-large and didn't have points up on the board so far in the Season 23 IndyCar Series season. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to be running a single hot lap. You have one out lap. When you hit the line, you're green, and then you have that's your hot lap qualifying time. When not I will explain. I'll go through all that. Hang on. When your name Rita is your chief marshal, she will be running the pit lane for you. What she's going to do is call you out. She'll let you know who's on deck and who's up and all that kind of stuff. When your name is called, you've got 60 seconds to be rolling out onto the track. Now here's what you're going to do when it's your turn to take a run. When it's your turn to take a run, she's going to let you go. She's going to tell you to roll out, return to pit box. You roll out, hit your options button, and hit return to pit box. It makes sure everybody gets a full load of fuel and all that jazz so that you guys are on all the exact same car. The exact same setting on the car. So that's the first thing. You're going to roll out, hit options, return to pit box. Then she's going to say you're free to go. Then you go out. Unlike the race, you do not have to use the pit road access like you do in the race. You can come out and start getting your tires warm, but you're going that one time out is your warm up. When you hit the line, you're taking the green. And when you hit the line again, you're taking the checker. It's one hot lap. Once Rita tells you your time's been recorded, then you can exit and return back to the pit box. You will then call the next person's name. 60 seconds on the clock. Get in there, get out. You are running in the order you are. If you pass, or she calls your name and she has to wave you off because you don't respond or whatever in 60 seconds, you lose your turn and you got to wait till your next time around in the queue. The queue order is set based on points, and then the at-larges are at the end. That means that we might be pulling somebody in who shows up, and if they get lucky and 6th was up and they're 7th, well, they're next if they're ready. But if you show up and you're 7th and 8th is up, they're going to have to wait all the way around. So obviously you're best in here. Now, as you guys are doing your laps, as I said, just for the sake of the broadcast and because we don't want to be chasing people around, the top 10 are the ones who are locked in. So we're going to keep the top 10 in the room and on the board. Stay in the room. If we have to cycle people out to get the extra entries, their shot, it's going to be guys outside the top 10. We'll just tell you, leave the room, go wait in the party or whatever, and then they'll call you back in when they're ready for you. You can follow along on the broadcast on YouTube anyway, on the SCL Racing Network. So you'll be all set. Are you seeing Devil Dog there, Rita? Okay. I want to make sure he. Yeah. So that's the gist of it. One last thing, I'll give you guys the rundown. As you said, top 10 times, then we have provisionals and a minimum of ones going through bump day next week. Provisionals, you got to be in the top 10 to claim a provisional. Basically, if you're in the top 5 in points, you're in a pretty safe place coming in here. You're probably going to make the field. But if you can qualify in the top 10, you open up more spots for the at-larges to get through. So uh, open up more provisionals and whatnot below you. So give it your best shot. Take a crack at the pole. And I think that's about it. Anything Rita, you're in charge of the track here. You're our Brian Barnhard tonight. So you got anything you want to? You got it. We'll get to you in a second. We'll get you your car set up and everything. Hang on. Anything you want to add to him, Rita?
No, that's fine. Just if you can be on time, the quicker we are at getting through, the more chances you have of getting out on track again and again and again.
Yeah, if we're quick, if
On the ball, we can get as many laps in.
yes, because when that session's over, yes, when you're called to make your run, you're gonna roll out of the pits. As soon as you roll out and get the car rolling, you hit options and return to pit box. That way, it resets your fuel. Then we're gonna then she'll turn you loose. You've got one out lap and one hot lap. So you go out. That's your out lap. Yes, your out lap. When you hit the flag, when you hit the line the first time, you hit the bricks the first time, you're taking green. You hit the bricks the second time, you're taking checkered. And then let it roll. Make sure they get your time down, and then Rita will say, "Okay, you're clear," and she'll call the next name. And then just hang out in the room unless they tell you to cycle out. You're in the top 10, definitely hang out. Don't go anywhere. Stay on the board. Follow along the broadcast. Damn it, double.
You will. Be patient. Yeah.
So.
Call them real quick. I have one question. The independent car is.
Hang on. Let me double check my numbers here. I got to get to Jimbo. I got to get to Jimbo's question too. So hang on.
I think that's what he wanted to know.
Yeah, we'll sort them out. The car for the that I can. Yeah, I'll handle it. No worry. Sorry, man. Just give us a second. The Chevy Independent, or the one that we ran last week for the Independent, since they haven't been fielding it, was the Snapple car, the 27 Snapple car.
27? Okay.
Yeah, the 20.
Any independent's got to run the 27. That's all.
Or hang on, was it the 63, Rita? But I don't know if that's on a road course too. Let me double check it. Yeah, it was the 27 that we were running for the Independents. So it's a Honda. It's the Honda, the Snapple 27 Honda. Yes, sir.
And listen, there ain't no difference between the Honda.
No, the cars are fine. When you're yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, you're good. The way it works is the way it works, Jimbo, is the teams reserve deliveries. When you form a team or when you get signed up to a team, then you'll have your own car. But the independent drivers are going to be in the Snapple car. The rest of you are going to be in your team cars. Freak wanted to know if you guys can run the 18 and the 19. I'm looking at my page here. Yeah, no worries. Let me see. The 18 was reserved by. I thought it was. Who got the 8? Yes, sir. Who was it that got the 18 car?
Well, Jimbo, you got to be on a team to reserve a livery.
Yeah. He is. Well, Muttley, why didn't you speak up, man?
Okay.
I haven't even listed them on the. I mean, I'll put him in on the. I'll list them on your roster, but he never told me that. So, all right, that's gonna. All right, so that's gonna put you in. That'll put you in the 41 car. You're doubling up with a teammate, but you guys got 3, so you're gonna be in the 41 car, Jimbo. 41 Honda. 41 Honda, the ABC Supply Company 41 Honda. Now to answer your question, so we can get going here. The 18, I don't have it listed here, but I thought that God, who was it was running the 18 Chevy?
Was it regulators?
No, oh, I don't think so. They we haven't gotten it down
I
yet.
think they ran an Indy race, but I thought maybe they ran one the other night. See.
They're in, yeah. They're. Let me take one last look at this real quick. I want to get this shit moving anyway. He was asking for the
If
eight.
there's any help, you can look on the.
He was asking for the 18 and 19 Honda.
Hold
So
on,
let
I'll
me
look
take.
on the team roster just in case. I don't think I've got it.
I got it in front of me.
Just
They were running the 19 Scouts car and wanted the 18 coin car with it, and I was thinking of the other 18 freaks, so I'm gonna say yes. Let me make a note real quick. FST blue flag, 18 and 19 Honda. Is that correct? For the oval at least. I don't know that it has the 18 on the road course as well. You guys might just be doubling up. It does it. It does.
okay. So the 18, 19
Ac-
for them. I got
s-
it. Carl.
it-
Okay.
The different livery. I gotcha. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Then we'll give you those two for them. All right. Then you guys are all set. Okay. You need to exit the room and come back, Stas.
Remember, Kix and Carlin, your third and fourth to go out, okay?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. So Carlin is third and I'm fourth. I take it correct.
No, your third, Kip, Carlin's fourth.
What? All right. I thought for sure he'd be ahead of me in points.
We're like we're 1 point apart. Yeah. It's only 2 rounds into the season. We're very close. So I'll be in.
Anything can happen in the IndyCar car.
So I'll. How am I gonna be able to broadcast this properly? I'm not sure.
What are you doing, Carlin, that you can't?
No, it should be fine.
Will you be in the booth?
I'll be in the booth. You just hit me with a message and say you're.
I'll send you a message.
Yeah, tell me I'm up and I'll be ready. All right. Let me go ahead and get us started. Rita, you want to cue up your line here real quick before we hit the clock on these guys?
Yes, just to let you know, so currently I will be going out first, the Zebra will be going out second, Kip third, Carlin fourth, 25th, 126, Freak 7, 1 Mike 8, Watcher 9, Chunky Beef 10th, Super 11th, WKK 12th, Joey 13th, Ray Scott 14th, Stars 15th, Matley 16th, O'Brien 17th, I'm losing myself, Jimbo 18th, and Devil Dog 19th.
Yeah, and there's other people that might be shuffling in. If, like I said, if they join, they.
That's what it is at the moment.
Yeah, if they.
And also, guys, if your name isn't on that doc, don't worry. It will be as soon as you post a time. I had guys asking that.
Yeah, so it'll be, that'll change. Like I said, the queue, they join in. It'll be whenever they come in. Top 10 on the board. Please stay in the room. Staj, you got your car? And free disconnected. What the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. But
Listen, these rooms have been janky with people with this speaker issue. It's hard telling. Somebody may have just out of the blue went mute and it got him. You know what I mean? Who knows? But so far it looks good in here, or it does for me. Does it
yeah,
for you,
let's
Reed?
just get him back in here.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Signed anyway.
Damn it, man.
He's not first. He'll be all right.
Yeah, I want to get the room rolling before. Okay, discoed. We'll go ahead and get it rolling, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, what number is it?
He's down the list quite a ways.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn you loose, Rita. The track is yours. Hang on a second.
3 minutes per run, or about 2 minutes per run.
I'll be probably waiting about half hour.
Yeah, you will. You're pretty much SPR last, Jimbo. You're the last one in.
All right, guys. I'm gonna get you started, Rita, and hit the booth. Best of luck, everybody.
Well, Jimbo, if you want to jump out and we can let someone else in who's waiting to come in, and I will send you an invite.
I'm here. I've got wireless headsets.
All right, back into the party. Back into the broadcast booth. Damn phone. Getting messages left and right. It looks to me like they're getting rolling. SCL Season 23, Indianapolis 500 time trials. This is the 11th time we've done this. I can remember the very first ones in Season 13. Our own Immortal Gooch was the first pole sitter, and Kip's hauling ass of Team Danamore was the winner of that first race, which I believe was his first points win of any kind. First of many, many, many after that. He's gone on to win 18. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Oh, God damn it. Gotta freeze the damn broadcast. Do this shit. Anybody in this party with me?
Yeah.
I don't think I can run the camera and stay on the entry queue. So I'm gonna have to stop the broadcast because you can't. You have to retire to the and spectate in order to.
No. If it says ready, you see where it says ready?
Yeah.
Click ready. It's going to put you into pit box, and you do return to pit box, and it should let you go to the monitor. Go. I had to do it.
All right. I'll try that. Good. Thank you.
Yep.
Well, hopefully that'll work.
It's funky.
All right. Well, we're back in the booth trying to figure out. Put the map up. use the speedometer here for this session. Rita 40.356 to set our initial pole from JME Motorsports. We missed her first run, but it was a solid one, as there we got people disconnecting.
Yeah, it's a good conservative lap for 40.3.
Who is on the track right now?
Zebra.
Okay, we got the Zebra out here on the track, and he's taking the flag. Zebra, brand new driver for Wacky Racers, was a huge surprise last week at a Grand Prix of Long Beach. He was the surprise winner, took the pole, got ahead of the carnage, got out in front, was earning his first SCL IndyCar Series win. So he's the hotshot rookie on the scene right now. Fresh off a win at one of the toughest tracks, and he's making his first run here at the 500 qualifying.
He's shallow entering turn 4. He's getting that little bit more pinched down, but it's a pretty good run so far.
Looking pretty solid. He's coming to the line. 40.503, a respectable lap time in his first run for the Wacky Racers Inc. rookie. And that's going to bring me onto the board, I believe. Yes, Cole? No, it's Kip's.
Yeah, Kip.
I'm going to be in your on-deck circle, but now is a name we would really like to see out here on the board. We're going to put the camera on Kip's hauling ass, one of the longtime SCL veterans. He is former Indianapolis 500 champion in the inaugural Indianapolis 500 way back in season 13. He is a 5-time IndyCar Series champion, seasons 14 through 17 and season 19, and he is 18 career wins, highest on the list on the IndyCar Series in SCL history. So Kip, one of the most accomplished drivers. Wait a minute, was that Kip? In the 6 car? I thought was it the 8 car? That's the 8 car, yeah. That's Kip in the 8 Team Dana-Moore Racing, number 8 Chevy. Delar, all these cars are Delaras. You can take over, Warren, and do the play-by-play. I'd rather be the color man.
Yeah, each car is Delara, but the engine is different each car. He takes the green flag here at Indianapolis. Kip, very well known about this racetrack. Good pinch down in turn 1, see if he gets close to the wall. About middle of the track and short shoot. It's a little high off 2. Down the back stretch here. Keeping it against the wall. See if Willie pinches it here. It's a good line.
Yeah, he's won the pole here before, obviously, the race. Been my main nemesis in the IndyCar Series for a long time. And here he comes down to the line. 391. 40.391 puts him second on the board. That's a solid run, and that's going to bring yours truly onto the clock as soon as Rita gives me the cue to set up. Be on board. I'll tell you guys right now, I do not use these roll bars in the race, so you're not stealing nothing. You're just looking at my qualifying runs. And I am qualifying on that car. I can't help but hide that, but stable and loose is something we use in different situations. I might be racing the loose car, so you never know. Rita gives me the cue, I'll be up to go. I'm going to mute my mic and let you call it, Warren.
Yep. Probably looking at the chase cam for Carlin Hicks right now. I'll be on the chase cam as well on my screen so I can see exactly what he's looking at for you. Indy 500 qualifying is never easy. Patience is key. If you can do it, you can do it. If not, well, it is what it is. But Indy 500's always been that. You know, it's probably the only qualifying session other than the Daytona 500 qualifying that has its own day of the season qualifying. Usually we do it prior to the race, but when you have so many qualifiers in such a big event, it's always good to have that extra day a week prior to have the qualifying. As, so there's Carlin. Green light. Gonna take off now. He's gonna return to the pit here. Get that full tank of fuel that is required by every driver. He's probably about ready just to take off here. So he's hitting his roll bar. There he goes. Time run. That bodes well for me because I was just as quick as them. We literally tied in practice, so that's good. That's good news for me.
All right, back in the booth. Not the best. Yeah, it was not the best run. I can improve that time for sure, but it was the first run, so.
I told everyone at home when you were heading down in the corners and you were just getting to that white line, I said, that's a very conservative line to qualifying. I bet you that second run you'll see him against that concrete at the bottom, trying to get every inch of that racetrack. So.
Yeah, I was definitely just getting a time in there, especially once, if you hit the turns 1 and 2 and you can feel that it's a hot one, then you might, make some kind of serious run with it. But once I did okay in the first short shoot, I said, okay, let's get a time in that'll keep me up there. And I'm not in a guaranteed provisional spot, so it's I have a potential to get one, but I definitely just wanted to get a good time, and we'll see the next round. I believe Twindy should be up next.
I'm looking at brake pressures, and Twindy is the one without brake pressure right now, so he's just getting ready to go here.
Twindy in the number 21 Chevy for TOW Racing. He is a former IndyCar Series champion in season 21. I believe he has 6 career IndyCar wins. 5 or 6, I could tell you right now if I look on the page. Looking right here, yes, 6-time career winner, season 21 IndyCar Series champion. Has not won the Indianapolis 500, however. And he's out there barreling into our track stuff, which is par for the course for Twindy. But yeah, his IndyCar championship season in season 21 was dominant. He won 5 races. He ran spectacular. He was fast, and he had every single bit of racing luck that season you could possibly have, and it was just one of the best seasons we've seen. And he would love to win that Indianapolis 500. He's a 2-time Daytona 500 champion. But I would like to add that.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely right about season 21 championship run, but again, that's par for the course to this car, because in GT6 we had a totally different Indy car that drove a lot different than this. We get the green flag. I think he's going to slip in just behind you, Carlin, if I want to get technical. Try to get a little wager war in here. It's a good line through 1 and 2, though.
He's starting to get the handle on that Chevy and was getting quicker and quicker last season. My win last season in the rain at Watkins Glen, he was right on my tail. And he's just been getting faster and faster and more comfortable with these cars. And he still doesn't have his wheel. That's the amazing thing about it.
Yeah, he's in my neck of the woods with the controller. Ooh. 45.55.
Good lap time. We've seen everybody running the good laps start in about the 40.5 range and moving up. You definitely want to be at least in the 5s and try to take it up from there. So that's a decent enough lap for Twindy, but you know he wants to see it improve. That should be one shoe on the board, I believe. Next is TOW teammate. So 2 TOW cars back to back, and I believe we're going to have the longtime vet one shoe. I believe this is his 9th SCL season. Still hasn't won a points race, but he had his first major success here in season 23 Speed Weeks. In these cars, he won the Marlboro Open exhibition before to get into the Marlboro Challenge, and then he came back the very next night and won the Busch Open before the All-Star race. So this season 23 Speed Weeks was definitely one shoe's highlight of his career here so far, and we'll see what he does out here. He's in the number 6 car, I believe, for TOW.
Yep.
Number 6 Dallara Chevy.
He was your driver of the race last season. He had a really good run in the 500 last season.
One shoe has shown continual improvement from day one. So he takes the green.
One down the white line, gets it good and pinched. Little track he does again. I've seen a lot of these drivers taking a very conservative line in these turns, Carlin. Is that just them banking on the second run, or is that just them putting a lap in?
I'd say it's them. I mean, obviously, you're kind of feeling it out. If you feel like you're on a hot run, you're going to push it harder. But I think that what they're really doing is, round 1, I'm going to get a time in. Round 2, I'm going to, if I see where I'm at, then I can decide to push it. And one shoe, 40.420, number 2 on the board.
Wow.
The improvement has been. Oh yeah, he's been just steadily moving up. And I believe, that's his best lap time I've ever seen him run here. What a terrific run, and that's going to bring up another former Indianapolis 500 champion, the season 21, 2 seasons ago, the last one on GT6, DW McFreak from FST Blue Flag Racing.
That's an interesting story right there. I tell this to everybody when they talk about Freak in the 500. It almost comes back to my 500 moment when I was starting my second Indy 500. White flag comes out, I try to pass him on the back straightaway, and I just couldn't get by it, so I'm just going to push him to the win. So he's got one, he's going to pay me back once, but...
You're hoping it comes in that kind of race, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a hell of a race. That was probably one of my favorite races, in SCL history. That was just a really good run. Freak onto the banking now. Interesting, we're not seeing drivers up against up off the top group trying to get that RPM up. I guess they figure they'll get the RPM up in just enough time.
Yeah, we get some time, some down. We get some downtime later in the session. I'll tell the story of how me and Tony swapped it back and forth in this race 4 seasons apart. That was so yeah, you're looking to get that payback. But Freak's quick in the Indy cars. He's still getting up to speed on the new equipment. as he takes the green flag, I believe. He's still definitely getting up to speed on the new equipment, but we saw it. He debuted around season 16 or so. It took him a couple seasons to get really competitive. Then he started competing, and then, like I said, season 21, won the Indy 500, finished second in points. You know, he just showed all that improvement. Last season he only ran part-time on the new software, but he's definitely a contender in this race.
No questions. He's going to be one of the favorites if he gets a good Q time in here. That's for sure.
Cuts down to the inside a little. And takes the pole. 40.337. Freak. Who I believe is also won. He may have won a pole here as well in the 500. I know he's won a pole at Indianapolis in these cars. It may not have been the 500, but heck of a run. Moves to the top of the board.
Man, that's a good run there for Freak. Wow.
That was a terrific run. Pulled that out of nowhere. We haven't seen that kind of speed out of him in the new equipment yet. But
I think you just saw it.
You just saw it, yeah. All right, who's next on the board? I don't believe Stay Down's checked in. It might be Wanma. Is he?
12.
I don't see him in the room. I believe Wanma is your next up, but I don't see him on the queue here. I believe there might be moving ahead to Watcher if Wanma doesn't get queued up. He's definitely on the clock as we 21 minutes in and we're a good way through, so it's moving right along. Wait the next comments until I see if Wanma in fact will be getting out onto the track. But the weather today, it is a fixed track just for qualifying, but the weather is partly cloudy, medium cloud cover, so 58 degrees ambient, 90-degree track temperature. That's a little on the chilly side by about, what, 10 degrees maybe?
Yeah.
But not enough to where I'd still say it's pretty close to ideal conditions.
You only got 1 mile an hour out of the south. That's not really going to affect you very much, if anything. So.
Yeah. Well, Wanma here in the number 7 Dallara Honda for Zenith Motorsports. Has none of his teammates here. I believe they're going to try to bump in next week, but he's in the number 7 Honda for Zenith. And I would say, rookie last season, I would say as of right now, we've said this every week when we've caught him in the broadcast, the most improved driver in the league since middle of last season. Hands down, most improved driver. He has put in the time. He's become much easier to run around on the track. He's been competitive. He's won some Pro-Am races, some Pro-Am events, and some exhibitions. And I think he's close to moving up to becoming a serious contender.
I mean, we've seen it in all the practice and testing sessions in IndyCar, especially the road courses. He's very quick there. We'll see how he does here at Indianapolis. Did he make last year's 500? I don't believe he did.
I don't believe it. I believe he
missed it.
Yeah, I believe this is his first shot.
I remember qualifying, I think he got bumped out on bump day, so he doesn't want to go through that yet again. He takes the green flag. Closer field this season, Carl, and I've been looking at the times. Last season, you had about a second gap between first and last. This season, you're within a second. You're within 8/10, so it's a very close field.
Oh, yeah. Right now, our 6 on the board are only separated by 0.2 of a second.
Good line at 3, up against the wall.
11th time we've done this. Qualifying always has a bit of pressure here, and let's see how he met it. Not bad. 5:09 is going to put him in 6th place for now. But a solid run. Solid run, got in a good time. Consistency is important for Juan. He's still looking to grasp that race by race, but that's about as good as, that's a good start, I would say. And I believe Watcher is going to be on deck here. Watcher, the team owner of our JME affiliate, Renaissance Racing. He's got a number of himself and Super, I know, are entering here today. Have not seen the other drivers, PT and Napoleon, yet, but Super's a former champion, so I believe Watcher is on deck. Watcher made his debut last season, steadily improving driver, and a real SCL guy. He runs all different disciplines. You know, he runs all different disciplines, and runs well in all of them. And I believe he's in the 25 Chevrolet for the 25 Chevrolet for Renaissance Racing.
Watcher was close to the top of the charts in practice in single car speed. So see if we can back that up here.
Said as of right now, the board is still accurate. Those 7 times on the board are the 7 times that are on the board, or leading the board right now. You want to go to the live docs on the SCL website if you want to see the official record.
The only driver you're missing in their crown is Kip. I don't see his time.
That's right, Kip is out.
Ooh, high off too. That was really high. Haven't seen anybody hit the wall or loop it around, so that's a good thing.
So yeah, we've got 8 names on the board. You're just missing Kip up there, but that is your pole sitter freak.
Who's second?
You're looking at it on the board there.
I can't look at nothing. I left the session.
It's Rita is in second.
Jimbo's talking, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so what did we get there, Warren?
That was fourth at a 40.438.
Yeah, good run for Watcher. Yeah, good run for Watcher, 40.438. Official, no Cat Guy, no Misa, no Liam. I believe Chunky Beef, the independent veteran driver, is going to be on next.
Alan, 2 on, by the way, mate.
I'm sorry?
Talking.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm Jimbo talking. Alan, I'm on. How many more?
Yeah, sorry if we're being brisk with you. We're on the air at the moment, so that's why they're talking. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you hang on. You're gonna be up soon. Yeah, so hang tight.
But how long? That's all. I'm asking you how long.
Gosh,
4 minutes? 5 minutes?
another 15 maybe, another 15, 10.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, you can go to YouTube, look up SCL Racing Network, and you can watch the feed.
Yeah, no, I've got it on my phone now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, in fact, I'm on about 14th or 15th, I think.
Gotcha. Okay, so we got Chunky Beef out on his.
Rita said I have to let someone else go in front of me.
Yeah, we got you.
First.
Yeah,
So,
it's no worries.
No, I'm only going for a fact. That's all.
Yeah, I got you.
What I'm doing, I'm going to stay in this lobby now.
Yeah, you stay in here and we'll let you know when it's time.
Rita did say she's going to invite me anyway. So
Yes. Yeah, we'll take care of it. When it's your turn, we'll let you know.
if it's 10, 15 minutes, that's fine. So,
All right, he's taking the green flag.
Chunky going to the back straight away.
He's made it.
Car is an independent.
Yeah, he's an independent. He's made a couple of these 500s in the past.
Ran about mid-pack in them, which is pretty good. I mean, you make the 500, that's an accomplishment itself in this league.
Yeah. All right, coming down the line.
Ninth place.
41.4, didn't get it together that time, but he'll be looking for his next run to improve on that. It's a time on the board. It puts him 10th right now, including Kip's time that's not showing there on the broadcast. So he's on the bubble.
I might be able to look.
That's going to be Super 8 is going to be up next. Super 8, of course, longtime JME driver, now running with our affiliate Renaissance Racing, the Season 20 Indianapolis 500 champion and Season 20 IndyCar Series champion.
I think Super's up next. I just heard him talking.
Yep, that's Super I was talking about. He's, like I said, 3 seasons ago, Season 20, won the IndyCar Series, won the 500. That same season, really that win in the 500, which was being run at the end of the season back then, near the end of the season, is what catapulted him to the championship. But he had a terrific season that in Season 20, 2 wins, and was in, I think, top 5s, 9 out of 10 races, something like that.
I'm gonna go get my strategy all set up real quick, Carlin, since I'll be up next. So
Yeah, no problem.
I'll be back.
Is he okay? And looks like Super is just cycled out of the session. That might mean that we've got another name coming up, and I believe it might be Warren. Super might have just cycled back out if that happened. Could be Warren Kyle Keith in the number 15 Honda for Super 8's back in. We're going to see if I'll let him roll. He's got 60 seconds to be ready on the cue. Super, as I said, Season 20 IndyCar Series, Indy 500 champion. He's been nothing. He's had a great career in the SCL. This is his 10th season here, and still getting the hang of the new equipment. But he's always a contender at Indianapolis. The guy has continually proven to be a top-notch IndyCar driver. He has, I believe, as I look it up, 3 career IndyCar wins along with those championship, including, like we said, one of them being the 500. Only 1 finish so far this season, but we'll see how that sorts out as we're waiting to see who is going out onto the track. All right, is it Super getting his run? He's definitely pushed his 60-second window here, but they might be letting him get in if he got discoed. As we're going to remind you guys watching, if your drivers are watching the feed, the live feed right now, keep in mind, guys, be on the ball. Clock's ticking. You're costing somebody a run every time that we run over like this. And Super disconnected. And it's going to be Warren, so Warren's going to go make his run into that number 15 Honda for number 15 Honda for Sega Keith Motorsports. We got a couple of Sega Keith cars attempting to qualify here. Normally a sports car focused team running in the Camel GT Series and the International Le Mans Series, but they'll come out for select IndyCar races and the 500. And so we will see them hitting the track. And so Warren's going to come out here. He made his debut, his only previous 500 experience, Season 21, I believe. He ran in the top 5. He might have finished 3rd or 2nd in that race. So he has one really good performance. I said a sports car-based team, Sega Keith Motorsports, but they've put up a couple of good performances the few times they've come out to the Indianapolis 500 here in the SCL. So we'll see how it goes here as he comes down the front stretch and is going to take the green flag. Through the 1-2 shoot, first time, comes off the corner pretty well, keeps it off the wall. Sets up the last entry here through 3 and 4. That's going to set you up down the front stretch and really determine where your lap is. All right, here comes Warren down the front stretch. And he puts in a 40.645, a little off the pace for Warren. That puts him, it says 9th on your board. It actually puts him 10th on your board. Kip's time there not showing up. That's going to put Warren a 40.645, puts him 10th on your overall board. So he's going to be sitting on the bubble here after that first round run. We're still on the first round of runs here. And next up is going to be Joey from Wacky Racers. On Muttley's team, Joey in the number 14 car for Wacky Racers. I don't think he's a rookie driver this season. He did race some last season, did he not? So I believe he's not a rookie driver, but still relatively inexperienced in the league. But he's put up some good performances, and now he's going to take out that number 14 ABC Supply Honda for Wacky Racers and try to get himself in the field. Warren, 10th place on the board right now. Didn't get what you wanted out there, huh?
Nah, the tires weren't where I thought they were. I tried to warm them up a little bit in the pit lane. That didn't help at all. So that was just a banker lap, in my opinion.
Yeah, back to the drawing board. Certainly got you 10th. Should look at the dock time here. And dock on the schedule page, is that where he's got the...
I have no idea. I think it's on the sheet.
It's on the IndyCar page. Nope. Doesn't look like it.
Joey the 8th for 40.537.
I'll put him 9th on the board, I believe, with Kip's time. 40.537 right there in the wheelhouse puts him 9th. I need to find out where Kip's dock is at. I believe next up is going to be Sir Race-A-Lot. Where is that dock at? Damn it. Is that you, Kip?
That's me, Jimbo.
Okay, hang on. Where's that dock at? Maybe qualifying, it might be where it's at. Let me try that. Nope, wait. Nope. I don't even know why that's up there. Full to be searching for that. All right, who's up on the board? I wanted to say it was Sir Race-A-Lot, but I don't see his
name tag either.
He's not up there. That would put Anger Management. He's not up there. I'm sure she's getting these guys in, is what she's doing. have a little bit of downtime here as they sort out the list. As we said, you got 11 times up there on your screen. That's actually 12, including Kip, who's up there in just behind me, I believe, in 6th place.
There we go. I think we got Sir Race ready to go now. There he goes.
All right. Get on the board here. Sir Race a lot from Sega Keith Motorsports. What car is he in? The 16 Honda. Sir Race a lot winner at Fuji in the as he's lagging all over the place. A par for the course for him sometimes.
I mean, when you live in the dumb blurbs of Scotland, like he does, I mean, you're gonna have some kind of connection issue sometime. But his internet's gotten a lot better. Like it used to be a lot worse.
Yeah. Right now it's at worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tonight's worse.
Tonight's showing its ugly head.
Yeah, got the win at Fuji, won the Daytona Continental this season in Camel GT in the GTE class. Biggest win probably of his career so far here. And this is just a headache-inducing run due to his ridiculous lag issues.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about it after the qualifying session. Gosh, this is so so unsettling how slow the car feels like it's going.
It's a glitch in the matrix is what it is.
See what kind of lap time he puts up though. Top of the board.
Top of the board. 40.265, wow. Lagging like crazy. That's going to bring out an argument. It's not in the rules there, but it's going to bring out the argument from drivers saying, should you allow a time when the car is doing that? You know, it's
I don't know.
You have to, you know, I mean, obviously we're not written in the rules for that as he puts up a pole sitting time right now, but you got to wonder. I mean, you can't, you know, you can't be 100% on the legitimacy of what happened when you don't know if the lag helped them or, you know, helps or hinders. It makes it a tough situation, but we did not spell that out ahead of time, so I see no reason why we would disallow it, but it's something we need to look into in the future.
Regardless, that's a quick lap.
It's a very quick lap.
Left the room. See if maybe that time wasn't allowed. Maybe they made him leave the room. I'll find out. Let me go find out actually.
Yeah, see what the story is there. That is the Chief Marshal's call in Rita St. James' case. So he's the Chief Marshal down there on the track and can make that decision. I believe that's going to put a slot. Is that going to be, I don't see anger management. Yeah, it's going to be Stas. I see no anger management. I don't know if he pulled himself off the list, but it's going to be N. Staza from FST Blue Flag Racing, a 3-time winner in the Camel GT Series, part-time competitor in IndyCar, and he's going to come out here to make his first run. FST Blue Flag, the Aussie and New Zealand race team, teammates with DW McFreak and MDR Devil Dog. What's the story over there, Warren?
The time is allowed. It is up and holded. It is the provisional pole at the moment.
All right, so 40.265 is actually your provisional pole. That is something we're going to have to deal with, though, in the future, because can't punish the guy when it's not written, but it's definitely cast a pall over the legitimacy of the lap. As looks like Staza takes the green for FST Blue Flag Racing. His teammate, DW McFreak, is currently second on the board with a 40.337. Let's see if he gave Staza something to put his number 19 Honda up there. Yes. as he catches the wall there. I would question Rita as the chief marshal. I'd let her make a call on that, but I was just saying that, yes, you can't be sure about the legitimacy of that run while he's lagging like that. But she's in charge of the track. It's her call. But he can go to the end. I'd say we have to disallow it, and he can do a rerun. But all right. So the time put up on the board there by Stas, 40.534. That's it says 8th on our board, but I don't have the live doc in front of me. So let me see if I can find the live doc by going through my PlayStation messages here. But a decent enough time, as we said, anywhere in the 5s is going to put you on the bubble. I don't think anybody not in the 5s is going to get into the top 10. So that's a good enough time for starters. All right, who's next on our board here? After Stas is going to be Muttley from Wacky Racers, going out in a number 35 Honda. Team owner for Wacky Racers Inc. We're putting together a good team over there for a startup team. And he's going to definitely be trying to get in on time.
Car is really tight. You just saw right there having to get out of it. Turn 3, so he's having a little trouble with that car, and it looks pretty slow, to be honest with you.
All right, there we go. Now I'm looking at our board here. You guys check that Google Doc and you can see it. Sir Race-A-Lot is on our pole. On the bubble right now is Twindy. A 5.55 is our bubble time right now. At least that's according to the latest. They get Stas's run in that he just made. No. Wait for it to update.
Remember, it takes about 5 minutes for that.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Muttley all over the track on this run.
Almost lost it off turn 4. This is going to be a...
Yeah, 42.0 is not going to get it done. He's going to have to get it done the next time by.
Oh, and loops it around.
Muttley, if you're listening on the broadcast, put your stability control on and do that run with stability control on. That was your problem right there.
Absolutely.
All right, next up on the board, O'Brien, I believe. I don't see him in the room there, but
I think, did he make it? Is he online? He said he was going to be late. We know that.
Yeah. O'Brien is online. He's just going to be waiting to get called in, I'm sure. So he's going to be the next one up. She's going to be calling him in. So we're getting here through the first round at hour 13. That tells me 2 rounds maybe. First couple guys might get they stick around, might get a third one in.
Yeah, and you're still waiting on people like Super, Jimbo, all of them to get laps in. So you still got a couple drivers to go in round 1. Now you might even get 3 runs in for the top 5 if they don't want to skip, you know what I mean? Because I think you guys still have the option in the 3rd round to say no.
Yeah, you can pass.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, we're not shuffling the order. If they lost their spot in the queue, they got to wait till their next time in the order.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm saying if you're up, like if you're Freak or Rita, round 2, you're obviously saying pass.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, your time is perfect. Like a
43.
you're not erasing your time if you do another run. So most guys are going to take the chance to do another run anyway, just to take the shot at it, getting improving it. I believe O'Brien here, our new driver this season for JME Motorsports. Been very, very good in the GTE cars, fresh off a podium finish at Long Beach. And he's going to take a crack here in the Indy cars, I believe. There's waiting for him to queue up. Hour 11 left in the qualifying session. Sir Race-A-Lot from Sega Keith currently sitting on the pole. This is going to be a good race this season. It's going to be a very low flag limit. We will be going green for long stretches of time. So qualifying is going to be important to see if you can just get in the field, obviously, but the higher up you can be, the better off it's going to be for you.
Absolutely. As O'Brien is in the room.
It's going to be in the 22 Menards Chevy for JME.
Can't miss that car. Honestly, it's a good eyesore. It's not an eyesore, it's a good eyesore.
It's a banana.
Yeah, you know that car. You don't even have to know the sponsorship. You know those are cars that I love. Is when you look at the car, you don't even have to see the sponsorship. You know who the sponsor is.
Yeah, you know who it is. Yeah. All right, here he goes. O'Brien going to head out. SR Race a lot's time was disallowed, which I think is the right call. I think it's the right call. It's tough to do to a guy, but you know, as we've said before, that's just part of your mechanical package. It's not your fault, but neither is it a racing driver's fault when he heads out there and starts leaking oil. Yeah, so hang on, Jimbo. All right, so that's just part of the package. He's going to have a shot here at getting back on it.
I'm 37 now.
Yeah, just hang on. All right, O'Brien's going to take the line here and take the green.
He's got the same problem I did in turn one. Just you feel like you got everything set up, and then the car pushes, and you're just like, well, that's that. But he's going to get a lap time in for sure.
Take a look at our board.
Center off. The car for me was fine. It was just see, like that turning in, it was just didn't want to go. I think he's having the same problem I did. Yeah, same problem. Roughly the same lap time too.
40.658 is going to put him a little down the list, not into the top 10 where he needs to be. And I believe that's going to put Jimbo Jr. Hang on tight here, Jimbo. We'll let you know as soon as the marshal in the room lets us know for sure. But I believe... Yeah, go ahead.
I'm in the lobby.
Yes, they're going to be... Hang on. They'll be getting you in there momentarily.
Yeah,
oh, wait.
No worries.
You'll probably be getting a message or an invite. I believe you are, according to mine, although I don't have the official one. Rita has the official one, but according to mine.
Okay. Rita just sent me one now. I'll turn my fucking notifications off. I'm joining.
All right, so yeah, no problem. All right, so as of right now, we're looking at Freak on the pole with a 337. Rita's in second, Kip's in third, One Shoe fourth, Watcher fifth, Carlin Hicks sixth, the Zebra seventh, Wanma eighth. I don't see a number there on Stas's time. Is that... What is up with that? I believe Stas is 9th and Joey's 10th, but here on the dock it says that Stas' guy doesn't say locked and have a blank time. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing with that, but let it sort itself out according to the times on here. They'll send somebody out. Just hang on.
No, I'm just saying Rita's send me invites, but I can't join.
Should be able to 15 people in the room.
There's 15 now, so go ahead and do it.
Get Rita to send me another one. I can't join.
16. Somebody's got to get out.
I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah, just hang on. They'll send somebody out. We'll let you know. Yeah, just tell them they got to. I don't know if they don't know what's up or what it is, but
I'm just waiting for the invite again because I couldn't join the last one.
You can use the same invite. Just hang on. They're going to clear the room. Yeah. All right, so
Is it Honda or Chevrolet? I mean, Honda.
go into game chat. Don't leave the party. Go into the game chat so they'll talk to you in there.
I'm doing
All right, they're going to get Jimbo up to go. We got a minute or an hour 6. Hang on. Oh, God. For fuck's sake, dude. Rita, you got ears on me? Rita, you got ears on me? He didn't miss it. He didn't miss his cue. Nobody was leaving to let him in the room.
Brian left. There's only 15 in the room now.
I'm in there.
Now, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
That's okay. We'll let you in anyway. We're gonna let you go.
No, I was looking when he was in the room with me saying I can't get in. I'm looking in the lobby and it says 16. So, yeah, he was waiting. All right, no problem. All right, back here in the booth. We're waiting on Jimbo to get on the ball and up to speed. The rookie driver will be making his first attempt here at the SCL 23 Indianapolis 500 time trials. We've been pretty well on time considering the number of drivers that we have, but it is a finite session, so the quicker the guys are, the better off we are. He needs to be in his car and ready to go here momentarily, or he's going to lose his spot. All right, so Jimbo's going to be in the 41 car. He's a rookie driver, brand new signing to Wacky Racers. He's got the same car that running a twin car to his teammate Joey, and he's going to be heading out here for his first attempt. He's going to back out, hit options, return to the pit box, and now he's going to be hot for his hot lap. So he said now on the board. I'm going to try to take a look, see if our docs are updated here. As of right now, Freak is on the pole. The bubble time, I'm not sure if Stas's is disallowed or not. Somebody will have to let me know that, because it says here it's got a blank next to his name, but 40.555 appears to be the bubble time until I figure out what the story is with Stas's 40.534. There's a white next to him. I believe Joey's 537 should be the 10th. 537, I believe, is the bubble time there that Joey's got. All right. And so Jimbo takes the flag, hits turns 1 and 2 for the first time, running a bit of a wide line. That's not going to be a super fast run, but looks like he's trying to put in a consistent lap. Will that contend for the 537 that can get him on the bubble? I don't know. All right, he's coming to the line, and Jimbo's going to have a 41.394. That's going to keep him below the top 10. And he's going to have to wait for his next round to try to make another crack at it. Kip, since you're in here, is there something up with Stas this time? Because on the dock it has a blank next to it. Is there a problem with Stas's time because it has a blank next to it? It's fine, okay. 5-3, okay, I got it, no problem. Yeah. All right, so that means the 537 is the cutoff right now. I'm not really sure who's next on the board. We'll have to see who Rita sends up. Jimbo's done there with the 41.394. 41.394 for Jimbo from Wacky Racers. He's going to need to take another crack at it on the next run. As of right now, as we said, DW McFreak's 40.337 is your current pole time with Joey's 40.537 in 10th place currently on the bubble, as we are just about halfway through the Indianapolis 500 time trial session. And somebody's out on the track. Who is that? Somebody's sitting on the track. Not really sure who that is. I think it's might be Devil Dog from FST Blue Flag who needs to make his run here. I believe Devil Dog might be our next one. Devil Dog, longtime SCL veteran, former Winston West champion in the support stock cars, and I believe he's up next for FST Blue Flag Racing, Aussie, New Zealand, Anzac-based team. Had some success in the past. DW McFreak, as we said, season 21 Indianapolis 500 champion. And Ed Staza's won some Camel GT races for that outfit, so they've had some success. We're down to a hour to go. Let's get on the ball, drivers. All right, I'm going to use the restroom, and I'll be back. Alright, so I believe we finally have Devil Dog back out and running. He's in got the 18 car for FST Blue Flag, I believe it is. Devil, as we said, needing to crack the top 10 to lock your way in, especially if you don't have any provisional. So he's going to need to come up with a 40.537. Yeah, 40.537 our current time. Sir Race-A-Lot's time disallowed there. All that lag there, you can't really be sure what's going on. The driver themselves conceded. It was probably, I'm 90% sure, 95% sure everything was fine, legitimate with that lap. But from the official standpoint, from the other driver's standpoint, you never know, and that's your connection, that's your engine package in essence as a driver. If you're spewing oil on the track, they're going to disallow your run, and that's basically what happened there. But he's going to have another shot. He's in the 19 car, I believe, Scouts for America ride. MDR going very high in the corners. You can see him up there in the marbles flirting with the wall. I don't believe he's going to get the 40.537 that is going to be necessary to push him up into the top 10. And in fact, he runs a 41.995, which is a good 1.4 seconds off that time, second and a half. So he's going to definitely need to pick up some speed moving forward. And that might be our entire first round of runs so far. And we could be back towards the top here.
There's a lot of names when we think about it that haven't make it in tonight. You get like Cold and Tiernizzle. Those are the names that they show.
Yeah, they're going to more than likely, if they don't get in last second and manage to get a time, they'll likely be at bump day. And we'll just have to see how it, look at our board here. Who we got on the board now? Is that Super?
I have no idea.
Somebody's out there driving. Oh, it's Rita. She's ready. We're going to the next round. All right, Rita St. James Get my doc up here on the Google. Rita currently second with a 40.356 for the JME Motorsports number 2 car, and she's going to take a crack here at getting to the pole. Currently second in points. That's all yours, Warren, as she takes the flag.
I'm not in the room, dude.
You not in the room?
No, I had to leave for freaking Jimbo to get in.
All right. Heads down to 1 and 2 for the first time. Best lap delta plus .038. I'm gonna look to pick it up here. Look to pick it up here through 3 and 4. Rita, of course, can't mention Rita without mentioning the race last season. The JME guys, the two of us running out front most of that race. She hits the line, does not improve on the 40.356, so she's going to stay right there in second place on the board. And I believe that's going to bring the Zebra up. The Zebra's 7th on the board right now with a 40.503, so he's in the field. We mentioned earlier the surprise winner, the rookie with a surprise win last week at the Grand Prix of Long Beach. And currently sitting in 7th with a 40.053, and he's going to try to improve that. You don't know how much that, the track's the same, but you don't know how much that time's going to improve as guys get a better secondary run in. And
well, we saw Rita not get a better secondary, so it might not improve. We just don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know. But I would feel more comfortable getting up into the into the 4s. Than being in the 5s. Like you said, 537 is currently the bubble. Yeah. Joey from Wacky Racer is currently sitting on that bubble just outside, looking in as Twindy and WKK. Unless I've been half asleep, I believe he's taking the flag now. He's running a nice conservative line. He's not pinching it all the way down as far as you can. Also doesn't have as much experience racing in these cars as the rest of the drivers as of yet, but he's already quick in them. And right there, I don't believe he improves the time. He's going to stay at a 40.503, which is going to keep him right where he's at in 7th place. And I believe that's going to bring up Kip's, followed by yours truly. Kip's currently 3rd on the board with a 40.391. And as a former race winner, 5-time IndyCar Series champion, and former pole sitter here, there's no doubt that he could snatch this away from Freak, who's currently sitting on. I believe when Freak wasn't Freak the pole. Didn't he win from the pole in season 21 at the 500? I'd have to ask him, but I believe he has won the pole before, so this would not be the first time.
Honestly, I thought Remy got the pole, but I could be wrong.
Remy's another former winner back in season 17, but I don't believe he did it from the pole. All right, Kip's hauling ass in the number 8 Chevy for Team Dana-Moore Racing, the most decorated IndyCar driver in SCL history. Making what I will believe would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is his 8th attempt at the Indianapolis 500. He did not run from seasons 20 through 22, so this would be his first attempt since his last championship season in season 19. Currently sitting 3rd on the board comfortably, so I don't think he's in danger of getting knocked out here as he takes the line. Green flag. Kip's the master of consistency. Consistently finishes in the top 3 to 5. That's how you win championships. He'll give away racing for a win, thinking big picture.
Yeah, you tell him to bring the car back, he'll bring you the car back. That's what Kip is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, here he comes off of turn 4. Does he improve on that lap time? 40.412 will not improve on that lap time. So he is going to stay right where he is at 3rd on the board, and I'm going to go ahead and quiet my mic because I am going to be next up. I'll go in there and have them invite you in here, Warren. You should be able to get in. There's 15 right now. All right, I'm going to cue it off and hand it over to you.
Alrighty. driver to improve his lap, which is pretty good. That's a pretty good lap time there for Carlin.
All right.
You're the first driver to improve your lap time, Carlin.
Yep, 40.420. That ties me with one shoe, I believe, because I'm higher in points. That puts me ahead of him on the board.
Sitting fourth.
Yeah, it's going to put me ahead of him on the board, so I'll be moving into fourth place. Don't really have time to answer. You got to be ready before we get here. Certainly in the middle of the session. All right, so Twindy's back out. Speed on Matt back up.
He's got a cone doing a cone thing.
Of course he does. Twindy has to hit something every time he goes out there.
That might be giving him air. Oh, there it goes.
All right, he takes the line. You on the board there now, Warren? You want to take the play-by-play?
Yeah.
He's waving off?
He's done now. No, he's done. He got his lap.
Oh, he already got his lap in. Okay.
Yeah.
439 improved it. Improved it quite a bit.
It was that cone. I say disallow it.
Yeah, right.
Cone gives some extra downforce in the turns. Happened to be on that right side too.
All right, who's up?
Someone's up. I think it might be. Let's see.
One shoe.
One shoe.
All right, here we go. One shoe is TOW teammate, currently sitting in 5th with a 40.420, tied right there with me. One shoe, like I said, massive amounts of improvement. He's an older driver, doesn't have the youth growing up playing video games that gives you a little bit of a quick tip. You know, you're used to this kind of stuff. And he's just steadily gotten better. He debuted about season 15. He did some time here with JME Motorsports. He's since gone over to TOW, and I mean, he's just continually improved. And getting those wins in the Marlboro Open and the Busch Open over Speed Weeks, I was really glad to see him get into victory lane.
That's in turn 1. It's got a good line going here. A little high off of turn 1. Pretty high in turn 2. Gets it nice and pinched down. See it a lot of times better or not here.
Looks to me like he's a little, the red split, looks like he was in the red on the split. We'll have to see. That was a very good turn 3 and a very solid turn 4. He's not getting as low as you can, but he's also not gambling. I ran that 4.20 and I pinched it too close in turn 1, so there's a distinct possibility, and that's not going to move it up. He's going to stay at 4.20 in 5th place. So yeah, he played it a little bit safer than I did and ran a good solid lap. But I think he's comfortable with that 4.20. It'd take a lot of guys getting hot to bump him out of the top 10 there.
You know, the other half of it is, and I felt it when I was in the car, it's just the nerves.
Everybody's watching, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You just know. As we get another driver on track, I think that's... it's not showing up on my screen, so I have no idea. Might be... No one's on track. Somebody was on the speedway. I don't know who it is.
Cycling through here, trying to figure out who they sent out.
Freak.
All right, so DW McFreak, our current pole sitter, 40.337, former Indy 500 champion in season 21, is going to try to improve on that pole time.
Nice looking IndyCar.
Number 19 Scouts for America car. Not sure they know what a scout is in New Zealand, but you know, you don't really want to. It's kind of creepy when you get right down to it. So.
Well, I guess they got the Scouts name right. There is no Boy or Girl Scouts anymore. It's just Scouts. So
yeah,
I mean, the sponsorship, even then, is pretty accurate.
Oh, now around he goes. Yeah, he pushed it hard that time to try to improve that lap time, and I think he's running with no tech aids. I think he wanted to take a shot there at doing it on a stripped-down car to see if he could get any faster, and yeah, that's that run. He's going to sit comfortably on the 40.337 and hope that holds up as the pole. But yeah, I think he tried to come out with a car with no tech aids on it, see if he could squeeze more speed, and I'm telling you, that's the difference between it's the difference between this software and GT6. GT6's tech aids were arcade fixes. These are not. And the fact is that it's just an element of the car on these. And guys think, oh, that's going to make me quicker if I don't do it. I've run against guys without them on that run really fast and kept up with them just fine, you know, with the stuff on. So it really doesn't. It really goes down to your personal preference and, you know, all that kind of jazz. Who we got on the track now?
Wanma.
All right, Wanma currently sitting in 8th place with a 40.509. But I wouldn't be 100% comfortable there. I'd want to improve that.
Absolutely. Yeah, because what if I, Twindy, and a couple of the drivers improve and he doesn't, he's going to get bumped out. So, yeah, you're definitely going to want to push here.
Yeah, 8th place in that kind of time is definitely not
Comfortable.
Yeah, definitely not comfortable. I don't know if I need this. Turn the interface off since we don't really need that.
He knows he's on a flyer here because he was pretty confident in the throttle and with the turning.
There he goes, down in nice and low.
Oh, that's high.
He's improving that lap time. Definitely faster. About 7/1000ths at the split.
That might be what it takes, so we'll see.
40.480. Good job for Wanma. Gets a 40.480. Improves on that lap time. It's going to bump him up to 7th, I believe. We'll have to take a look here when the dock gets updated, but definitely an improvement and a little bit of a safety net moving forward. 40.480 for Wanma.
Next up.
Is that Super?
No. I think it might be Watcher. Yes.
All right. Let's get on in there. Nope. Get on the right car here, buddy. Okay, there we go. All right, Watcher from Renaissance Racing on the board for his second round one. Watcher in 6th place with, it still hasn't been updated. Let's see if we can, yeah, Watcher's in 6th place with a 40.438, so he's going to be looking to improve that. He's in a position where I'd say he's right about where you feel comfortable. Maybe there's not enough runs left that'll get you, but like I said, I'd want to get every last bit I could just to feel better about it.
Absolutely.
Every last position. And he's a little bit quick here coming through 2. He's a little bit ahead of pace, so he might be able to do that. 3 and 4, how well he sets up 3 and 4 is going to be the key.
Smooth run through there.
All right, coming down the front stretch, we'll see what kind of time he puts on the board. Does he improve that 4.38? By 1/1000th, 4.37. Well, he's nothing if not consistent. Nothing if not consistent there for Watcher. So he's comfortably staying in 6th place, and it's got to feel pretty good about it. Probably won't get another run in, but it's got to feel good about how it went today.
We'll see if Super goes, because if Super goes, I got to jump over, so we'll see. I don't know where we're at on this list at this point.
Try to see.
Yeah, I think we got Chunky Beef heading out now. Yes.
All right, Chunky Beef is on the clock. He is definitely in need of improving his time. He was way back. He was way back on the clock. Right now, the 10th place, Joey got bumped with that improvement. I still don't see Wanma's new time up. But, yeah, a couple of bumps there. And as of right now, Stas is on the bubble with a 40.534. 40.534, I believe, is the bubble time right now.
Yeah.
So Chunky just heading out now. So as I said, a veteran part-time drivers never run full-time series. He's a veteran part-time driver.
Tight the wall to turn 4 their crown. That's going to hurt his front straight speed. Slower off this turn. The car's too tight.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it here right now. Getting up to 230 on the straight, so he's got off that corner okay, but he's improving his lap time from the first time, but I don't know that he's improving it to the point where he's going to jump up past a 5.34 and get him in the top 10. That might get him into the 40s, and it does, a 40.669, but it's not going to be enough to push him up towards the top 10.
It's a hell of a lap, man.
That was a good lap. It was a big improvement.
I mean, even for the fact that he was pushing wide off the turns, looked like he was getting tight center off. That's still a pretty good lap.
All right, rolling right along with 35 minutes to go. Is that you, Warren?
No, I'm still in here. Super, so I'm next, so I'll jump over.
All right, Super 8 definitely needs to get a good run in here for Renaissance Racing, the former Indianapolis 500 and IndyCar Series champ. Well down in the order on his first run. And as of right now, as we said, Freak's still on the pole with a 40.337. Our 10th place bubble spot is N. Staza at a 40.534. But we've still got some fast guys yet to go on the next run. So Super definitely needs to push this well into the 4s to feel comfortable with a top 10 starting spot. All right, here he comes, coming off the corner. And he's green. Season 20 IndyCar Series and Indy 500 champion, as I've said before. 10th season in the SCL, one of our longtime veterans. Ran as an independent for a good long time, spent the better part of 5 seasons with JME Motorsports, and now he's on the JME affiliate Renaissance Racing. As he heads down to 3, this is looking like more of a Super kind of lap, a little high, but not quite up into the marbles. He is, looks like he's improving his lap time significantly. Let's get a look at the board, see where he ends up as Super comes down to the line. He needs to get well up into the 40s. 41.4 is not going to do it. He's a good second off. So a 41.4, and Super looks like he's going to be heading towards bump day at the Indianapolis 500 next week. And that, I believe, is going to bring WKK. Warren's going to be back up now. Warren with a 40.645, his first run out. And as of right now, the bubble's still 5.34. He's looking to improve by a little over a tenth. Try to get himself into the field. As Warren heads out on his out lap. Second attempt for the Indianapolis 500 for the sports car driver. 5.34 is our bubble time. He has no provisionals. So would still have a shot. As I said, the guys who don't make the top 10 still have a shot through bump day next Friday before the 500. However, I'm going to remind you guys that starts at 6 p.m. Eastern, an hour before the race. You're going to want to check in for that. Because once again, we have a queue, and if you're not on time, you're not on time. We'll have to see how many provisionals get used to tell you how many spots are coming out of bump day, but there's guaranteed to be at least one, and there'll probably be a couple. All right, Warren's coming around on the back stretch. And put the interface back on so we can see his time. Don't mind the board there, your official docs. That is not quite accurate. Your bubble time is currently in Staza. As he heads into 3, down into 4 in the Steak and Shake Honda for Warren Kyle Keith. Comes down to the inside. What does he put up here? 40.6, and it's not going to be quite enough to get him up there. Not going to be quite enough. It's just outside the top 10 at a 40.60, and it looks like Warren is going to be heading to bump day. Standings up here.
Oh, that one sucked.
Yeah, it happens. Didn't quite. You looked pretty decent. I thought it was going to be well into, or I thought it was going to be around a 5, but that's racing. What can you do?
Track conditions are just not what they were in practice.
Oh yeah, it's definitely different. All right, so we got Joey back out now trying to work his way in. Joey just outside. He is 3 1/1000ths of a second off the bubble on that first round run. 40.534 is still that number. And we're going to have to see if Joey can get it done. He's going to be going green at the line. There he goes. Green at the line for Joey from Wacky Racers. A lot of promise with this guy. I think he's going to be around for a while, and I think he's going to get better and better. Look for him in his 2nd and 3rd season as to how he's coming up. He's got a good all-around ability, can run road courses, can run speedways, can run full-bodied cars, open-wheel cars. All right, here he comes down to the start-finish line. What do we got on the board? He's looking to get a 5.34, 40.494, and that is going to bump Joey into the top 10. It's going to bump 40.494 will bump Stas and Zebra back. It'll bump Stas out of the top 10. So Joey bumps himself back up into the top 10. Fantastic run. And that is going to bring up Sir Race-A-Lot, who after his disallowed run with the technical issues on his first run is going to have to come in and put up a good time if he wants to. Going to have to put up a clean run if he wants to get into the race, or get into the race today, I should say. And that's going to be our next runner, is Sir Race-A-Lot. He said he put up what would have been a pole-sitting time, but it was very lag-ridden on the board, and so was disallowed. So he's going to have to take another shot here at qualifying for the race. As we said, top 10 times will go through, and then the rest are going to have to go through provisionals and bump day. Sir Race-A-Lot not a provisional, so if he doesn't want to wait till bump day, he's going to have to get it done now.
I think we're not going to get a 3rd run.
No. But we spent 3 hours and 45 minutes the first season that we did this, and time limits was absolute necessity after that. Because trust me, the number, I go change my oil, I need to put, wait, I was up. No, I'm not doing that. This is just like a race. You had a call time, and you have a queue. If you have a problem, you have a problem. What do you think they do down in Indianapolis if you go to roll the car out and it's leaking oil while you're waiting to do your run? Can you wait a minute while it? No. They're going to say, roll that sucker back in the pits, and I didn't get a chance to qualify on pole day. Well, you didn't have a car ready to run on pole day, so that's how they do it, and that's how we got to do it. Sir Race-A-Lot's getting ready. I believe they're just trying to get him through inspection. definitely a pole contender, and with, let me up, if I get the dock updated, I'll tell you where the bubble is at right now. Not quite yet. And as soon as it's up,
if he gets the pole, and makes this race, he's gonna definitely buy the 15 car off me running the race. That sponsorship deal.
Well, you're the team owner. It's your prerogative as to what you put him in. Still haven't seen Joey's time up, but I believe he's going to be in 9th. I believe Zebra's 5:03 is the bubble now. I'll tell you for sure as soon as the docs update. But I believe Zebra's 5:03 is the bubble. Something that's Sir Race-A-Lot's very capable of doing. It's going to depend on if he's got a...
That looks a little bit not laggier, a little bit cleaner.
Still not updated, but I do believe 5:03 is the... I believe 5:03 is the bubble time. Let you guys know as soon as it's updated, but 5:03 I believe is the bubble time.
He's definitely cleaned up that lag. There's barely any lag out of that car.
It looks like he's good. He's going to definitely have a shot at the pole here. Sir Race-A-Lot, though, shot at the pole here. Got to be honest, for a guy who's an extremely talented road racer, it's a coin flip when we get it when we get into the race. He likes that car loose. I don't know that the Speedway veterans are 100% comfortable with him in traffic yet, but that being said, it's not that he's been a hazard or anything on the track. I think that he will be a contender just based on raw speed. The question is, can you keep the car underneath you for 500 kilometers?
I think he can. I really do, because, I mean, we've seen it. This is, of course, an endurance race. And, you know, Keith Motorsports, we're known for our endurance racing hybrid gene over there, so we'll see what he can do. We'll see if we can get the pole here.
Oh, it's a tie, but
Dang.
It's a tie, but this is going to come down to a couple of things here. Number one is points. He doesn't have points. Freak does. That you can go tell them that in the room if you want, Warren. They're tied, and if Freak's higher in the points, Freak hangs on to the spot.
You got me in a pickle here, buddy. This is my team. This is my car. I'm not going to put it in second place. I would say have a little shootout at the end. I don't know.
No, we're not going to do another. We're not going to do another one. If they tie on the board, that's the rule. It goes by points. It goes by points if they're tied on the board. So that's going to leave Freak in first, and that's going to put him into second place, I believe. Anybody get that message can send that ahead to the room or anybody watching. That's always been the rule. 337, if they put up identical 337s, it goes back to points. And Freak has more championship points at this point than Sir Race-A-Lot, and that will keep him on the pole and put Sir Race-A-Lot in second. If that is correct, here on the board, I'll look at the docs here. That's going to put no anger management. I believe Stas is our next guy up.
He's on the outside looking in.
Yeah, Stas is on the outside looking in, so we're going to have him be the next one up. Still haven't got, there's Joey's time updated. We'll wait till Kip updates that one. And we'll let you know. I believe the 5:03 is going to be bumped with that time that he just put up. So I believe Joey's 4:94 is back on the bubble. But I'll let you know for certain whenever the timer comes up. I believe Stas is our next driver. And I believe he needs to get a 40.494 to bump into the top 10. But yeah, I believe Freak's going to hang on by the skin of his teeth to the pole position based simply on provisional points. No, not yet. And I believe, like I said, Stas is on the clock. Two runs is more than you get most of the time, so everybody should be happy. It's very hard, this kind of qualifying, no doubt. I'm waiting to see where is his time? I believe Zebra got bumped, and I believe Joey's 4.94 is our current bubble time. Freak's going to stay on the pole with Sir Salot slotting into second. Rita's in third at 3.56, so that's your front row right now. Freak, Sir Salot, and Rita, which us Americans got to be upset with. There's no American on the front row here at the at our biggest race. So Muttley missed entry. So we're moving on to the next one. And so it looks like O'Brien's back on the clock. Haven't seen the updated dock yet, so I can't tell you, but I believe Joey's 4.94 is still the bubble time. We'll wait to see Sir Salot's time go up, but 4.94 is what they're going for. O'Brien's first run was a 6.58, so he's got to get a good 0.2 improvement here. Close to 0.2.
You get about 18.
Brian's definitely capable of putting up the times in the fours he needs here. Not sure if he has provisionals or not. Let me take a look at I don't believe he's in our top 10 in the IndyCar Series. No, he's not. All right, heading down to the line. 40.50, just off. 6 1/1000ths of a second short of bumping his way in. 6 1/1000ths is the gap there. It puts him 11th on the board, just on the outside looking in. I'm still waiting for this to update, bastard. Don't want to be calling this wrong and then somebody be like, well, I thought I was in. Still don't see Sir Salot's time. Like that. So as far as I know, 4.94 is still the bubble. And I believe Jimbo Jr., the Wacky Racers driver, is going to come out and make another attempt. He was well off on his first attempt, so he's going to have to get real hot here. He needs to improve by well over a second to try to get the 40.494. That's going to get him through. There we go, updated now. Sir Salot second. Joey's 4.94 is the bubble time right now. With 17 minutes left in qualifying, we're going to see some of the first people up might get a second go. Or a third go, I'm sorry. All right, he's coming to the line to take the green here. Way too low, way too loose right there. I bet you he's on the loose setup, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I believe he's got a little bit of a twitchy car. Oh, way up into the wall. That car is looking like it's a handful for him there, Warren.
Yeah, and he's got all the stuff on too, which is pretty interesting.
I'll bet you.
His roll bars.
Yeah, he has a loose setup and a steering sensitivity, which is forcing him to fight the car. His teammates should have given him a heads up on that. They probably did. And as a result, he's struggling with it. I don't see how this is going to get well up into the 40s. But we'll see if he can improve his time. Now he's going to stay in the 41s and back where he is. And so we might be back towards the top of the queue with 15 minutes to go. Freak still your pole sitter. So, no, I believe Devil Dog might be up. That's possible. Might be missing that one. So 40.494 remains our. Look at that difference in time. Barely a tenth and a half between first and 10th place, and not much more than a second between even the guys out to lunch. So, we'll see how that's going to go.
And indeed it is.
All right, MDR Devil Dog going to head out for another attempt. He's a veteran. He's running the Indianapolis 500 before. And he's going to need a 40.494 to get in here through time trials. Otherwise, bump day awaits.
So interesting fact is that we have about 13 minutes after good Lord, Devil Dog gets done. Who is going to get another chance at it?
Might be Rita, or might be Kip, Zebra, myself. Yeah, if they don't wave off, yeah. All right, Devil, we're rooting for you. Come on down. He's got that Scout's car ready to go. Needs to get much way up in the marbles there. That's not going to cut it.
This is one of the left, so
yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
All right, here he goes down the straightaway. He'll take the green flag.
And after this, we're going to have Muttley, I believe, do the Q-lap since he missed his entry. So we have Muttley after this, too. Wow, he's way up the track. Muttley just joined the room, so I am indeed correct. Muttley will be doing a lap next.
Or he missed his, or he missed his spot.
He did. I just realized I just saw Rita posted something 7 minutes ago. Coming down, this ain't gonna do anything more.
40.7's a respectable lap time, but it's not going to get him up into the position he needs to be.
And what did I say before, right at the beginning of the session? How close the field is, I said, is going to be within 0.3, and look where it's at.
That's exactly where it is, yeah.
So coming down to about 12 minutes, Muttley's going to run, and then we're going to see who weighs off their third attempt if they get one.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're going to clear Muttley to run because he missed his spot. I'm not sure they're going to do that.
Or at the back of the queue, so wouldn't he be able to make a run?
He missed his call about 10 minutes ago. They spent about 3 minutes trying to get him in here.
Yeah,
I'm not.
clicking.
Yeah, time's wasting.
This is becoming the actual Indy 500 time trial day again with Hinchcliffe.
All right, who's on the clock here?
We're just wasting time here.
Rita? What happened, Rita? Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Who's up next? All right.
You passing or going, or you?
She's probably going to go. Take a crack at it. Why not? I don't think
Why not? 'Cause
waving.
I want to crack at it, damn it. I know I have to get you bumped day already. I'm 12th in the row, so I got a ways to go before you get to me. We have 11 minutes left.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here once we get the times down and we figure out the provisionals. We'll know how many. We'll know how many are coming through the bump day. Oh, damn it. Okay, there we go. So 4.94 is still that time. Rita with a 3.56 is only 19 one-thousandths of a second off of the pole time. She's on the front row currently in third and is going to try to improve that. And you got to say it, 6 seasons in the SCL now. Rita's gender is no longer a story. She is simply one of the top drivers in the league, period. You know, hands down. And so it's, you know, it's a story to people who are, as a novelty, and it goes into my social philosophy. I don't believe in pretending like there aren't differences between genders and races and all that. People are different, and you should celebrate their uniqueness. But at the end of the day, whatever endeavor you're in, you should be judged based on what you do in that particular endeavor, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, or a sim race car driver. And Rita, as a sim race car driver, is simply one of the top drivers in the SCL.
Interesting. She just turned off her stability, her ABS, and her traction control. So she might be taking a crack at that.
She might take a crack at a fast lap. I might do the same thing if I'm safely in the field.
Huh? No. We got another driver out. Who was that? We might be Stephen Waves here. That might have been Kip.
Who is that?
ABC car.
That is not the right car.
Muttley's
going. So Muttley is going out.
Well, we just wasted 3 minutes for that. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it's the Zebra. Oh wow.
Oh, Rita must have waved off. All right, Zebra's going to take another crack. He was very, very close. 503's 9 one-thousandths of a second off of the bubble. He needs a 4.94 to bump his way in. I believe Rita must have waved off there. She's comfortably in the front row. But Zebra here, the winner at Long Beach last week, needs a 4.94. He's in a position, though. It's early in the season. Only 2 rounds have been run. He got that win at Long Beach. He's actually in a position where he'll likely get a provisional, regardless of what happens. In fact, in his case, if his team owner should have been on the ball and been telling him that, been able to say, look, you're going to get a provisional, wave off your last run, and we'll try to get one of our other guys in here. But you know, not everybody's JME Motorsports and on the ball.
I'm telling you. Comes off turn 4. I don't think this is going to be it. He might bump up to about 6th if he's going to bump up. He ain't going to bump up huge. 7th.
4.80, he does. He bumps. 4.80 is going to bump Joey, and 4.80 is going to put him ahead of Wanma based on points. So that's going to put Wanma on the bubble at 4.80. So Joey has been bumped at the last moment here, and Wanma is now on the bubble at a 4.80. Zebra has more points despite their tie, so Zebra is in the 9th spot, Wanma is in the 10th spot with the 4.80, and that's going to put Wanma on the bubble at 4.80.
Did you realize you and One Shoe are tied?
Yeah, and I'm ahead of him based on points. Yeah.
There's a lot of ties in this session. I'm just
I know, right?
amazed.
All right, time's a waste, and who's coming up next? Zebra.
I don't know.
Kips is, I believe, the next one.
Is Kip going? He is. Damn.
Kip is going to go.
Kip, why you gotta do this? Oh, why?
Kip currently sitting in 4th place with a 40.391, and he's going to take a crack here at the pole.
He's going for it. He's got stability and
traction control.
Traction control off. Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna.
Sir Race Slide.
I don't think you're gonna improve though with it, really.
Sir Race Slide didn't have it on. He went to the top of the board. It's just how you drive it, I guess. He looks pretty calm. And he doesn't look like the car is going to loop on him. But then again, neither did Freaks, and he looped it in turn 1, so who am I to say if the car is stable enough? Let's see. He looks comfortable.
Looks like I'm on deck.
Drivers down there looking in. I don't think you. I think you're pretty good in the field there. That's a good lap by Kip. I think this might have a crack at the pole.
He might.
That was the smoothest lap I've seen of anyone today. Oh.
40.416. It was a good lap, but not quite enough to improve it. All right. Looks like it's going to be me. I'm going to sign off for you, Warren.
All right. Ooh, Carlin.
Go, go, go.
All right, not much in that one.
Didn't even improve.
Nope.
Now we got Twindy going out again. This should be our last qualifier. We might have one more after this.
Might be able to get one more in. The bubbles changed here. I don't know why that hasn't updated. Yeah, there we go. Still it's not right. Still has Joey up there. So Zebra's time hasn't updated. What the hell?
I don't know.
Docs are being weird. Zebra's 480. It was up a minute ago. He's right behind Wanma. 480 is the bubble time. I don't know if anybody else with a chance to burst the bubble is there.
Oh, and he called it up. Tony just did that to be a... Oh, my goodness.
That's your right to take a shot and wave it. Might have one more runner.
If anything, it's going to be Wanma.
Yeah, the docs aren't updated yet. I can't really go official with it. All right, one shoe's going to be our last runner here. Where the hell is he? Okay, there we go. All right, one shoe currently sitting in 6th place at 40.420 outside of row 2. Going to look to try to improve, and he'll be our last runner here at the SCL 23 Indianapolis 500 time trials. So we've seen somewhere in the neighborhood of 45, 50 runs here tonight. One shoe, as we said, massive improvement over the seasons, and Daytona 500, he raced his way in, and he's going to qualify in on time here for the Indianapolis 500. So he's definitely establishing himself as one of the top guys. Let's see if I can get this to update so I can tell the guys when we get in the room exactly where we're at. I'll just hold off on it here. Stupid fucking thing, what the hell? Thank you. Load up. All right, and once doesn't improve, stays at 020. All right, I'm going to jump into the game chat, and you guys will be able to hear me as we talk to the guys, but that's going to wrap it up for the Indianapolis 500 time trials. Go ahead and get the game chat warned, and we'll let these guys get situated. Thanks for joining us. I'll leave the broadcast going, though, for now. All right. I'm right here. Let me... No, it goes by points. If you're tied, it's the higher in points gets the spot. Now, why Freak hangs on to the pole over Sir Race a lot based on that. I'm over Yeah, but the problem with that is we don't know when guys are coming in and out of the rooms. You also wouldn't be able to figure it out then. Yeah. So the way we do it is we've always done it. You tie on the number, then it goes to the points. And so DW McFreak, congratulations, you're the SCL 23 Indianapolis 500 pole winner. Is that the season you won it in season 21? Didn't you win from the pole? I thought you might have won the pole before as well. All right, let me. Yes. All right, let me pull this up. There's something, Kip. There's something I need to tell Kip. Yeah. All right. All right. So there's one. Hang on, Kip. There's one thing that I'm trying to look at the docs, and I don't see Zebra's updated time here. There we go. Okay. Feature improved to a 480. Correct. So I'm gonna read the top 10 as I see them right now. I'll let you guys know about the provisionals and all that as soon as we figure this out. So I've got the pole as DW McFreak from FST Blue Flag Racing. Starting second on the inside of row 1 will be Sir Race a Lot from Sega Keith Motorsports. Starting third on the outside of row 1 is Rita St. James from JME Motorsports. Starting fourth inside of row 2, Kips Hall and Ash from Team Dynamo Racing. Starting fifth Carlin Hicks from JME Motorsports. Starting 6th is One Shoe, TOW Racing. 7th is Watcher from Renaissance Racing. 8th is Twindy, TOW. 9th is Wanma from Zenith Motorsports. 10th is the Zebra. Okay, those are the ones that got through on time. The rest of these times, I'm going to read the Who the hell's doing that? The rest of the names I have on board, and tell me if I'm missing anybody, the rest of the names I have on the board right now are Joey, O'Brien, Stas, WKK, Chunky Beef, Jimbo, Super 8, Devil Dog, and Muttley. Okay, let me write their names down real quick. Okay, Joey, this way I can tell you all your provisionals and all that. Joey, O'Brien, Stas, WKK, Chunky, Jimbo, Super, Devil, and Muttley. All right, so let me reference back to the points standings. See if any of these guys are provisionals. I don't believe so either, but let me see. Top 10 in points. Oh, you stupid phone. Damn it. Okay. I don't believe any of them are, but I'm just going to look to be sure. Yeah, Muttley, Devil, Super, Jimbo, Chunky, Warren, Stas, O'Brien. None of them are top 10 in points. Well, that is actually very good news for them, because that means that nobody that didn't get it on time can claim a provisional. That includes top 10 drivers that show up on bump day. They have to bump in now because they weren't here tonight.
And one more thing, Colin, take a look there. I don't think any of those guys are past champions.
No, none of them are. Well, wait a minute. Super is.
Okay, there you go. That's a provision.
Super's a past champion.
Okay, so I'll write that in. I'll just put PC in the blue.
Yeah, so that means that including time trials and provisionals, 11 names have gotten in. That means that there's going to be 5 spots available out of bump day. I'm going to hit continue, guys, but we're not, it's not a race or nothing. You can ignore this or whatever you guys want to do, but just to clarify it for you guys, that puts the 10 in on time. Super 8 has a past champions provisional. That puts 11 in the field. That means there's going to be 5 coming through on bump day next Friday. All 5 of you have an equal shot. It is not a run together time trial. We are opening bump qualifying just like this session at 6 Eastern. The scheduled race time is 7 Eastern. So at 6 Eastern, we're opening it up for an hour and putting you guys in the queue, just like we did tonight. So if you show up at 5 or 6:45 and don't get a chance to go, then that is what it is. You got to be there early to make sure you get on the queue. But luckily, because all the provisional starters that showed up made it in on time, there's lots of spots left. And I will reiterate to tell your teammates, that includes top 10 drivers that did not show up tonight. They do not get to claim their provisional because they didn't put up a time in the time trials. So they have to go through bump qualifying too. But
Can you see the dock right now?
hang on. Take a look here.
I didn't want you to see it, but I'll can you see my map?
Let me see. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, this is one of the little tricks I just showed you real quick. You see that little square over here in the corner?
Well, I'm on the phone. I'm not on the computer, so.
Oh, okay, so it's really hard for you to see. I'll
Yeah.
go over it later. But anyhow, what I can show you is just watch your screen and see.
Yeah, well done. Well. Yeah, it was pretty sharp. There's plenty of spots available next week in bump qualifying, so we'll look forward to seeing you guys out tomorrow. There is a points race tomorrow. The International Le Mans Series is running the Spa 2 hours, round 3 of the International Le Mans Series. So I believe that's at noon Eastern, Warren. I don't think he's in here. Yeah. But I believe it's noon Eastern tomorrow. So we'll see you guys out there. Yes. What, the Le Mans? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You can qualify for any race. But yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. I'll probably be in the booth tomorrow, hopefully, if I can get up. I'm not working until 8 a.m. I'll hopefully be in the booth for tomorrow's race. But otherwise, thanks for coming out, guys. Great show. And those of you that didn't make it through, we'll see you at Bump Day. And the rest of you, we'll see you at the 500 Freak. Welcome back. Congratulations on the pole. Great job. Yeah, Rita, great job, by the way. She's a chief marshal, kind of like Austin Powers' assistant. You know. It's good. It's good. It means you're a taskmaster. All right, I got to split, guys. I got to go feed the little man and stuff.
Hey, Carlin, I'm at the flea market all weekend too, so I'll see you Monday.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys. This weekend.
If you want opportunities to run again, we have to keep it strict and quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the good thing is that the bump qualify is going to be done exactly like this was for how long?
1 hour.
1 hour, okay. Got you.
Yeah, they're only getting there's probably be about 8 or 9 of them. They'll only get one guaranteed run.
And you're going to start at straight up time, so that way the race is on time. Got you.
Yes. All right, guys, I got to split. I'll see you guys tomorrow.